Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we'll be talking about how you can solo your own guild. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how you can just create your own guild and basically do what you need to do. So first off, I'm just gonna leave my guild very quickly. Just let's say if you're already in a guild and you actually don't want to have so much stress of trying to upkeep with what the guild requires you to do, and you're like, I'm tired of it. I just want to leave the guild. It's kind of it's kind of hard to get to where you need to leave the guild. So obviously you got to go to guild, and you go to your member roster, and you actually have to click view here, and then you see your name here. You go V leave the guild. Are you sure you want to exit? Yeah. So once you leave your guild, that's now you will get to create your own guild. So right here, as you can see, create, and it only costs 300 of these Echo Jades. So it's very cheap and it's very worth it if you are gonna, solo your own guild content, and you can totally do it. And so why don't we do it? You're just gonna enter your own guild name and basically, all right, there, confirm. Let's see, boom. Now you are a guild master. So as you see, all of this stuff here, there you go. So that's how you create your own guild and how much it would cost. Now I'm going to explain how to do it with all the other stuff. And I'm going to go back to my regular guild to show you all of the stuff because I won't be able to do it with the alt account. Okay, so once you have created your guild, you go to the guild and you'll see a bunch of things here, and I'll explain what you need to do. And so first off, you want to go to your event. There's going to be a list if you press your R1 key, or you just click the list, and you'll see a bunch of activities that you could do. Most of them you can do solo, some of them you cannot do solo, but we're mostly interested in the solo one. And I'll tell you that you can upkeep your guild by yourself. You don't need anyone else in it, but it is going to be a little bit easier if you have your alt also added to the guild as well. And that's why my previous video I talked about creating your alt, and this is another way that you can use your alt for. But before doing any of the alt stuff, because I know people are sometimes uncomfortable with making an alt and things like that, and they just want to do solo, you can still upkeep this guild by yourself, and you'll be your own guild master. And when you create your own guild and you name it whatever you want, you're gonna have a title associated with it. So basically, if you go to your edit profile, you go to hero title, your guild title will be here. So whatever your title is, mine is WWJD Guildmaster, and Guildmaster is the permanent thing, and whatever before that will be your actual guild title. So it'll be a little nice to have a Guildmaster title on your little character, right? Okay, so anyways, so how do you upkeep, or how do you know what to do when you're creating a guild? So there's a maintenance cost that you need to worry about, which is 9,000 funds, and you get these funds just by doing the guild activities in the guild for the event. So these funds, if you click on the question mark, it says guild members can participate in guild events to accumulate guild funds. Guild funds are used for upgrading buildings, unlocking guild. So the number 2 part, you're not going to do any of these, because obviously when you upgrade your buildings and you unlock more things, the guild maintenance cost will become higher, and it will become a little bit harder for you to pay off that maintenance cost. So in the meantime, what this solo guild that you have created is just so that you can get an extra raid in, and also collect some of the guild currencies for, like, for example, if you wanted to buy on the shop over here, if you go to guild reputation here, you can get an armor like this, and the currency is this thing over here. You get 200 of these guild reputation currencies per week. So it's going to take you a while. What you can do is you do just create your own guild and do as many as you can for like 10-12 weeks, and if you get enough, and then maybe if you feel comfortable at that time you want to join a guild, you can totally join a guild that has a higher level, and then you can buy this straight off and you don't need to grind after that. So it's kind of like a win-win situation. There's really no drawback in creating your own guild if you're not comfortable. Like, I know for me, myself personally, I like to play solo, and I want to try to avoid any in contact with many people. Even if it's an MMORPG, I try to I try to play solo most of the time. I mean, I like the MMO aspect, but for some reason, I just want to also still be solo. You know, do you get what I mean? I mean, like, I'm pretty sure the people who are introverted like I am will understand what I'm talking about. Like, you like to be like you like to be have a lot of people playing the game, but at the same time, you want to do your own thing, and you're more comfortable of just not socializing with other people. And so I'm just making this video for those types of people. I know they do exist. So yeah, if you are a solo player like I am, you know, you can create your own guild, and this is how you do it. So I discussed about that maintenance cost, right? That maintenance cost over here, if you click the question mark, you see over here it says 7, this is the most important one, as well as this, your local time. My local time is 1 p.m. PST, so that's 1300. I don't know what your local time is, but every reset that you normally have is when the guild maintenance cost will be deducted from your guild fund. So for 7 consecutive days of insufficient maintenance funds will lead to guild disbanding. That means that your guild will no longer exist after 7 consecutive days. So you gotta make sure, keep this in mind, consecutive days. That means that 7 days without any guild activity and you can't pay that maintenance cost is when you will get the guild disbanding. But because 7 consecutive days without doing anything is almost impossible to get your guild disbanded. Why? Because I'm going to show you how much guild fund you'll get by just doing the solo activities so that you know what to do. So right now I'm just going to calculate what I have right now, and then I'm going to do every activity that you can do, and you'll see how much guild fund you'll collect just by playing the game, and you know that you can cover the maintenance cost. But just for, you know, too long didn't watch, you'll get around 45,000 points or guild funds just by doing the solo activities in the guild stuff. So that means that you have 2 days that you cannot pay the maintenance cost. But after that, when you reset on a Sunday, you can get your 45,000 again and again. So you'll never disband your guild at all, and you'll be able to maintain it by yourself. But now, if you have an alt added into the guild as well, you can totally just like maintain it 7 consecutive days and don't even have to worry about the not paying the maintenance cost. You can maybe even upgrade your guild, and you might not even want to join another guild, and you'll be able to buy the armor set maybe. I don't know. I haven't tested that out yet, but we're going to calculate the numbers so that you know that I'm not lying to you, okay? I could say it, and then, you know, what if I'm wrong, right? But I'll show you as well in this video. I mean, it's going to make the video a little longer, but for those of you who want more step-by-step kind of process, I will show you that right now. So right now, I'm going to use my handy-dandy calculator over here. I know this is like an ancient technology. People now use their phone or their computer also have a calculator, but I like, you know, hands-on experience. We got a guild fund of 93580. Okay, that's our starting fund. Now we're gonna start doing some events. So you're gonna go to your event stuff, and then you go to your list, and we're gonna just, oh yeah, remember when I told you about the guild heroes realm? Because you're a solo player and you don't like to play with other people, you can totally do an extra raid by yourself by clicking the guild hero realm, and you go, and what you want to do is just click smart assist. That means that you will get bots to help play for you. So the bots, as you probably have seen other people discussing about how this works, that they will never die, and when you die, you'll get infinite revivals if you are near the party. So if you die somewhere off scene, the bots will not come and revive you. The bots doesn't really do many mechanics. Some of them they do, but some of them they don't. In terms of reviving you, they don't do it if you're too far away from the party. So you could just lay there dead, and the boss would just finish the boss by itself. But I suggest you know, beat the boss normally like you would play normally, because it's just going to take much longer if you just let the bots do them, because they don't do as much DPS as you would do. But aside from that, your rewards are definitely going to be smaller than if you had a group. As you see, 10 versus 6. Now, that doesn't like that. It doesn't matter, because if you did not create your guild in the first place and you didn't have any guild in the first place, you would just be totally missing this once a week, and you will not be getting your 6 boxes that you could have gotten easily if you just created your own guild instead of going solo without any guild. So yeah, and you also get your gold right here. So the gold, yeah, and you also have a chance of your, attunement stones. Now for the group 1, you get a guarantee 2 of them, and you get 10 of these, and you also get Adventure Slip. You don't really need to care about. You probably max out your Adventure Slip with other stuff. Mirage Boat itself gives 200. You do Mirage Boat 5 times in 1 week, you already maxed out your Adventure Slip easy. And then you get gold and all that. So why don't we try this ourselves? We'll do the guild right here. So we'll do the 71 legendary where we're at, and I'm just going to enter the dungeon, and we'll just go, and I'm going to cut after beating each boss, right? Okay, so after you finish the first boss, this is not like the actual raid where you can collect your chest. So you won't be able to collect your chest until after you've done both of the bosses. So right now you just talk to Awakened Ballast and head over to the second boss. So you just challenge the next phase. And then after the next phase or the next boss, you beat them, then you can get the rest of the rewards. So I'm just gonna cut to it. So for this boss, you're supposed to have the party members to move the stuff with you, but they don't. So that's why I said for bots, some of the times they do the mechanics, some of the times they do not. So just be aware of that part for this boss. Okay, now that we have done it, we'll get our rewards now. And you also can get your boss talents too. That's cool. So for some reason, this one is easier to get than the other ones. Yep, this one. Alright, let's just loot our stuff. And as you see, we get our 6 boxes and 12800 gold. So now let's find out whether that gold counts towards our daily limit. So right now I have 0 gold claim. Let's claim it. And as you can see, our gold, we did not use it up with this. So now we go back to home page. Looks like right there. Okay. It updated after you exit and you come back. It's 96080. So 2,500 for that guild activity. So let's do another one, which is one of them. The rest is going to be easy. The raid one is probably the longest one that you'll do, and everything else will be very, very easy. Like spending 40 energy this week is very easy. But easy one would be this one. Stay in the guild garrison for 1 minute this week. So why don't we go? If you press square and you type in your guild name, you can get into it, or you could just go to return base by pressing square, or by pressing space, return to guild garrison. And all you have to do is just AFK here for 20 minutes. The first minute is one completion, and then it goes to, I think, 2 minutes or 5 minutes and 10 minutes, and then eventually you'll get to like 20 minutes, and then you'll do 5 different events at that moment. Now we have 96080, so if the math is right, you get 2,500 per event. So it'll be 8,580 if I were to complete this. Exit this, go to guild, and you get 7,280. So it's not exactly the 2,500 that we got for the guild hall thing. So still, you get something, but eventually you are able to get at least 45,000 for completing most of these things. One of them, the leisure stuff, you could just do any of these to help complete that part. So as you can see, you do your leisure stuff. You could do Skyward Dance, which is why you see a lot of people in that area just standing around. I still don't know why people stand around there or AFK there. Someone down in the comments, please tell me why people are always at the Skyward dance. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you very quickly. So for some reason, I always see people just AFKing here. I don't understand why. Like here. Like they AFK here and not really do anything. Someone is in trouble. No. I was gonna heal. Like even if I send a dance request, they don't even respond. Like, why even be here? There are other AFK spots that are better, right? So someone in the comments below, tell me why people are standing there. So let's go back to our guild basically because we still need to earn the 20-minute stuff. As I explained to you, what other stuff is there? So basically those leisure activities will get you the points as well. Then you have one over here, the guild transporter. You can also do basically this guild transporter is you just donate materials to the guild and you will earn that. So you just go over here, run through, and you talk to this guy and you'll see the list of stuff. You don't even have to go and donate all 8, but you can if you want to, but I normally don't because it just wastes more time to just find certain items. But for this day, it looks like I don't have 5 to submit. I only have 4 total, which sucks because that means I would have to go out and buy the ones I don't have. So if you could see over here on the claim, if you donate 5 materials, you'll get the first row. If you donate 6 materials, you get this and it will just keep going up and up. So it's up to you whether you see it, is it worth it to, you know, just go around and collect the stuff you're missing, or just donate the materials you already have. So let's say if you wanted to find those certain items, you would just go to, you click the one that you want, like this one, and you just do how to obtain, and then it will show you that you can buy it at Who Newer General Store. So why don't we do that? So it's cost 2,000. Ain't no more they got no 2,000 on that. Why don't we do this one instead? Man, it's so hard to navigate with freaking controller. So yeah, I had 300. It's good. There you go. You purchase it, and then oh, you don't even have to go to the vendor. No way. I just purchased it without going to, you know, because the exchange shop, they say that if you do the battle pass or whatever, you get the convenience of, you know, buying the merchants right up in there. You don't have to go to them. But in the guild hall, you can buy it straight up. No way. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Bro. 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 I did not know this. That means I might as well just complete these all. I was not doing that before. Oh, guys, see, this is cool. This is exciting. See, every time I make a video, I always learn something new. Okay, so I could just donate all of these and get the max reward. And okay, so we just submit. So remember, 5 is bare minimum and 8 is the maximum. So we go here, submit, 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 submit. Okay, I don't even have to click on. And then you click here and you get your max reward here. Free extra 5,850 coins. You're gonna need that for upgrading. And then you also get your tokens for your guild as well. And this is very important because the armor set, I think it looks very cool for the guild reputation. Eventually I might, I think I will have enough funds to upgrade it to like tier 3 or something to buy the outfit. If not, I will just join a guild because, or PvP guild or something, because the guild wars actually look quite fun. Although I suck so bad, man. Like, I got best of the best title, but when I got into best of the best, like, oh my goodness, I just felt like I don't even know how to play anymore because everyone is so good in best of the best in the mythic rank. Like, I just get destroyed. I don't even know what happened. Like, the skill cap between mythic players and grandmaster player is like on a totally different level. I just felt so bad when I got destroyed every single time. Like, I was at a like 60% win rate, 80% win rate for 10 games or something like that. And then when I hit Mythic, I'm like 30% win rate, 10% win rate. All 10, like 10 matches, I get like only 1 win out of 10. It's like, I felt so bad. Oh my goodness. So anyways, that's not about that. Today is about guild. Okay, so we just finished another one, 5 minutes in the guild hall. And as you can see, so I got 100K in the guild funds right now. So I'm not gonna do it by stuff. We started at 93580, and then we're gonna end at how many guild funds we did by doing all the solo stuff, okay? So why don't we do that? So let's not calculate each one for each one. I'm just gonna do all the ones that is. So if you wanna track it, if you click on one of these, if you look at favorite, if you click the favorite, it will go to your recommended list. And then once it has your recommended list, you'll be easily able to track the ones you wanted to track. The list will show you everything that is available. The recommended is the ones that you want to track. So I'm just gonna do the ones I want to track. So the one that I just completed was the guild transporter. You could do it 3 times. So why don't we do it 2 more times here? And we'll get enough gold as well. So let's do that little hack again, man. Oh my goodness, they must patch this or something, because I thought you would have to like look here, go travel to Kaifeng or somewhere and go there and then buy the thing, but it looks like you don't even need to do that, which is super convenient. Like, why wouldn't you do this at this point? Like, you're just spending a little bit for a lot of gain. You know what I'm saying? Oh, here we go. Purchase here. Okay. All right, then submit. All 8. Do it again. Boom. I mean, you kind of get back your gold, sort of. You get back your gold a little bit. So let's claim it. Wait, why did I get 9950 on that? Is there something that I did that went towards that? Oh, these are actually going towards your daily coin mode. I guess the raid thing wasn't, but these will. Ah, what do you know? You do cap out your gold by doing some of these events. Guild transporter again. Let's do it again. So we got that. We'll just buy this here again. Purchase. Done. This. Purchase. Done. Submit. Boom. You also get Jadefish. Okay, so we just finished all of that part. Okay, so once you max out your Jadefish, 20,000 for the week, you just go and buy this thing over here, and then you use it. Go to your bag, and you just click this and open it. You get 2,500, and that will complete your guild over here. Your guild event. So, right here, Path to Riches is going to complete all 5 out of 5. So you see that 1 out of 5 means that you get 100, and then it keeps going up from there. But that 2,500 will cover all 5 of it. So collect it and done. So if you have your alt, you can always invite your alt to do the leisure stuff. I'm going to do the entertainment one. Obviously, there's a lot of other stuff you could do for the stuff, but if you do have an alt, just send an invitation to your alt, accept it. So you send your alt over here to do the leisure stuff. You just basically do an emote, such as like this one right here. And I think this one is gonna just like do it forever. So you could just AFK this one, and then after a certain time, you'll probably complete all 5 of the guild stuff. So now, as you see, I just got rewards for that. And the leisure is done. See, 1 out of 1. And I need to do that 5 times. So let's see how many, if I can just sit here and watch this and get more rewards as time. You see, I just got another one there. So that was 2 done. And let's see if that's stacked. Going to leisure over here. And see, as I did 3 out of 5, that did stack. So that's why it's important to have that alt that I explained last time. Or you can always do it with other people. It's fine. It's you could just invite others. But you know, I'm a solo player and I don't like to intrude with other people. So that's why I think having an alt is very good. So there we go. And now I do it one more time, and then it should be good. Yeah, we're still doing it. There we go. And done. Done and done. Oh, well, we need to do it 10 more times. Okay. Well, we'll just wait a little bit. But before, after that, so those, I think those are all the ones you can do by yourself, other than the arena one. I could do that one, but a lot of people don't want a PvP. Okay, so, and then the next one would be the co-op exploration. Now that's kind of optional. Obviously, you have to go to someone's world or invite someone to you. But if you have an alt, which is why I have it done over here. But I'm not going to click that just yet because I want to show you all the other stuff that we just did doesn't include having an alt, and you can easily do those things. Because this one, the co-op exploration and the 2-player pose are definitely need your alt to do. If you want to do it more effectively and not really intrude other people, because when you do co-op, it's like once you enter someone else's world, they're expecting you to help them out, not AFK there. But for your alt, you could just AFK and you could just get the co-op world exploration. Our end result for our guild funds, as you can see, it's about 40,000, right? So we started off with 93580. We ended up with 13700. So let's minus that. So yeah, we got about 43,420-ish guild fund. So if you did PvP, you'll get that 4,500 or 45,000 mark, which what I did before with the solo. And then you will be able to cover the maintenance cost for 5 days. So that's 45,000, 5 days. And every time it resets, you can earn your guild funds again every week on Sunday. Local time for me is 1 p.m. PST. So every Sunday you'll get you could do 45,000 over and over again every week, and you only have 2 consecutive days that you cannot pay the guild maintenance cost, which basically means that you are still in that grace period where you will still be able to maintain your guild forever as long as you keep on doing those activities, which is very fast. And yeah, so that's how the guild hall works. So now we'll see our cap when we have the alt doing stuff with us, right? And remember, when you claim stuff on the alt that you have done in the guild, it can also increase that guild fund too. It's not just you that claims, your alt also claims the other stuff too. So why don't we go back to our guild, return base, pressing square, and there we go. I'm gonna go and, so on my previous video, I showed that we can do alts, creating the alt on the same computer with 2 different launchers. Another convenient way is actually using a phone. But I mean, I'm not used to navigating with the phone. It's much harder for me, but it takes a little bit of learning experience, but you can eventually get used to it. So I think it's quite convenient if you have your phone to download it on it. So yeah, you go into the guild hall, and then now that you have your alt with you, obviously if you don't have an alt, you didn't create an alt, and you don't want to have anything to associate with a different second account, then you don't need to watch any more of this video. But if you are interested in sticking around and want to see how the alt works, so on the guild, I already did the other event, the co-op world, so I'm going to claim it now. And oh, I need 4 more minutes on the co-op. Okay, damn. All right, whatever. The 2-player pose is what I wanted to show you. So basically, we'll just do the same thing. You do your emotes, do bridal carry is probably the fastest, and you will get your emote done. Now, how did I get these, right? Bridal carry, heart you, and stuff like that. That involves intimacy, partnerships, and things like that. Or you could just do the other ones. They're much longer, but they do still work. But to do the bridal carry and stuff like that, you also need an alt for that, and I will explain in another video how you can maximize all of those points very easily and be able to max out your partnership, your intimacy, and your discipleship with just one alt. So stay tuned for that video. If you want to, you can subscribe if you want that notification to pop up, and yeah. But you don't have to. I never force anyone to do so. And like the video if you do at this point. And look at our events over here. As you can see, our list, our emotes are done. We need to do that 5 times, 20 times actually. So this is going to be our, yeah, so we're doing our 3 out of 5 right now. So 5 out of 5 will be the second one. So it does take quite a grind to to finish this one, but it's really easy though. Like all you do is just keep on accepting it on your alt account, and you're pretty good to go. So in order for you to do the co-op with your alt, you just basically go to here, solo mode, and make sure you're in solo mode. You can't do it on online mode. When you're online mode, you have to switch back to solo mode, then you can invite. So you go to solo, which is over here with the mouse, solo mode, and you just do space or invite, and then you go to friend, and you just choose your alt, and you just matchmake, and you're good. And then you just accept it on your alt, and it will appear right here. So you are just gonna wait out the 20 minutes or so, which is over here, co-op exploration. So right now I just finished the emotes 10 times, so we're just gonna collect it. So okay, so we have done the co-op and everything is done. So the 4 that we cannot do is those 4 there. These things we cannot do. The arena definitely can do by yourself, but these 4 cannot do unless you have a big guild. But other than that, that's all you get for that. And now we have 150,000 guild funds. We started at like 9.3, ended up at 5.0. So not only that, remember you can claim the rewards on your alt that you have completed it with your main account, and it will also increase the guild fund, and you will be able to cover the 9 days. So why don't I go really quickly and claim everything I did with my alt right now. Go back to guild fund, boom, 172,000. So ultimately, what did we ended up with? So 45,000 would be the minimum or maximum that you can get by yourself with no alt. With an alt, you can get a total of 78,420. 78,420. So yeah, that will definitely cover your entire maintenance cost for the 7 days, and you have a little extra funds on top of that. That extra funds can allow you to maybe increase your guild level. But remember, when you increase your guild levels, your maintenance costs will go up, and you don't want that. You want to just try to stay as low as possible so you can maintain the guild by yourself. So yeah, there you go. You saw it, I saw it, we both tested it, and yeah, you could totally have done this by yourself, making your own guild. So let me know if this video was helpful for you, for all the solo players out there that do not have any interest in joining a guild. Now you can just create your own guild and do all of the guild content and get an extra raid to get more rewards without having to trouble anyone at all. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Yeah, I think that's it for this video, and I hope I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, the next one's gonna be about how to get your intimacy, partnership, and discipleship to its maximum really quickly. So